Howdy, everybody, and welcome to episode 12 of Random Rhapsody's test play of the Magi-Knights TTRPG system. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and magic keeper for this mini-series event, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Alyssa, Dasonie, Hitoshura, Jeff, and Steven. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Now, before we begin, I want to give a shout-out to the Magi-Knights project team. The Kickstarter is over, but you can still pre-order a copy of the official rulebook on their webpage, which is Magi-Knights.com. Also, today is a very special day, at least for me. It is the 2-year anniversary of Alyssa joining the Fab 5 campaign, which is really cool. Yeah. It's been great having you as part of the Random Rhapsody crew, Alyssa, and I'm looking forward to continuing to play alongside you. So thank you very much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, it's so funny because I look at my little pocket calendar that I have from 2 years ago, and the first time we ever played together, I have it written as testing D&D group.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I just have it as what did I write? Something like best game or something.
Aw. Well, love you, Alyssa. Great having you here. It's been a lot of fun. Can't wait for the next however long we continue to do this crazy shenanigan stuff. Forever. Hell yeah. Now, next off, this year is almost over, but we still have 2 more one-shots coming up here in 2022. The first is on Monday, December the 12th, and that's our annual holiday one-shot. And we're also going to be running a high-level Magi-Knights one-shot at the end of the year on Wednesday, December the 28th. Now, you can keep up to date on everything we do by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, and on Twitter as @random_rhapsody. Okay. So that should do it for the announcements. So join us as we return to Europa City and continue on with the Magi-Knights as they investigate an echo from the stars. And we're back. So to start things off tonight, everyone is going to go ahead and roll a d20, and whoever rolls the lowest is going to give us a recap of the previous episode from the perspective of their character. I will, of course, fill in any blanks you can't remember if you need me to, and we'll go from there. So go ahead, everybody, and roll those d20s, and let's see who's going to go this week.
It's a 12. Oh my gosh, that's a 3.
Oh my gosh, that's a 20.
Wow.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh, it's not you.
I went through this entire game, and up until now, not a single time did I have to do it.
Well, now, plot twist, you're gonna have to recap the entire game so far.
Hell no.
Oh, so yeah, that's because I've done it like 5 times.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I got
That's
it
true.
twice. I got it twice.
And the
Both
entire
times a week.
time, I said nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, Daryl, why don't you go ahead and give us a recap of what happened last session?
So basically, we all managed to meet up. We ended up going to Lacey's house, saw a giant crystalline tower thing that's sort of growing in the backyard and got into a big fight. There was a situation where we attempted to hotwire a car to like ram it into the house, but that didn't really work. A lot of the people in this party had various status afflictions during the last session, such as being unable to speak. But as far as I know, those are all cleared up now. Although whether they'll come back is anybody's guess.
I'd like
We're
to
still in a fight.
I'd like to take credit for a good chunk of that because I worked really hard to get rid of those dolls.
That's true. That's true.
See.
You were able to at least get David unmuted, so that was
Yeah.
nice.
What I take credit for is all of the really, really big ideas that could have been really, really good, but then the dice rolls fail and so they don't work.
It's the dice's fault that your plans don't work.
Definitely.
I mean, it is.
That's the only it's the only reason. The only conceivable reason. What
If we
else could
got
it be?
Because,
I'm
you know, if we had been able to hotwire that car, we would have ran that sucker into the thing. And, you know,
And who knows what would have
I think-
happened.
a lot of things like that have happened.
It's almost as though I put things like that because I know they're going to draw your attention.
Well,
And waste
yeah,
time.
I'm a raccoon. I'm easily distracted by shiny objects.
This is fair.
But what if you drove around the house and rammed into the spire?
I mean, that could have also
that
been
was
an
my
option.
plan.
Yeah.
I was like, what if I crash something successfully this time?
Purposeful
geez.
crashing. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
You've been fairly successful at crashing things.
Yes.
Heck no. Use
I
it
mean,
for
if
good. Use
it's
it for the forces of good.
Purposeful, I don't know if you could really call it a crash.
You've been so successful at crashing things. I dare say you've become proficient in crashing things. Matt?
Yeah. I'd say that's definitely on your proficiency list. Loot Bunny's in chat, and she's saying that your attention is never drawn to what she expects when she watches us all play. Which, yeah, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
mean, for me, it's pretty much either look at the shiniest thing or look at the thing that could cause the most havoc if you use it improperly.
I'm just here to cause general mayhem and chaos and see how close to the edge I can get without the Wanderer taking my powers back.
How
Well-
chaotic
like,
can you be?
I like my Magi-Knights to be a little reckless, but you've gone too far.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Wait, hold on. Show of hands, how many people have had 6 fractures at once before?
I mean, fracture just means you put yourself in stupid situations.
Ooh.
What about the one?
Wow.
What about the
I think
person
I've
who
gotten
had like
exactly one.
almost maxed stress and exhaustion at the same time?
That's true
'Cause
too.
That was
I thought-
me.
I've
Well,
had the police talk to me.
yeah, that's true too. That's definitely happened too. Okay, Nighty-Knights. Well, we're jumping in where the battle is in full swing. You've managed to destroy the 4 wooden dolls that had once been carved to look like the boys who had dated or been obsessed with Lacey, but that spectral doll of Lacey herself still remains, and is currently flying about 30 feet above Jasmine's head. You've also managed to take out at least one of the horde of cultists. Iris has 2 fractures on her soul crystal, and I believe both David and Tilia are currently bleeding out from the chrysanthemum's scissor hands. So things could be better, but they definitely could be a lot worse for our Nighty-Knights. But why don't we go ahead and jump in at the top of turn order with Tilia. Now, Tilia, what's that?
Sure, whenever you share the battle map.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I suppose I should do that, shouldn't I? There you
that
are.
would be helpful.
Yeah, that would definitely be helpful. But there you go. And now everyone that's watching can see it as well. And the way things are standing is all of our Nighty-Knights are standing on top of the roof of Lacey's house. The gigantic spider-like creature that is Rla'ahya is standing next to Tilia, who is bleeding quite profusely. Daryl, you and Iris are over there near David. David, you're near
wrapped up by the red.
Yeah, you're currently being held by the red ribbons that has basically wrapped around you and is holding you about 5 feet up. So that sucks. But that's where we're picking things up. And here at the top of the turn order, let's get some music going. There we are. So, Tilia, you're at the top of the turn order. You are bleeding. You got a gigantic spider-like doll-looking creature standing right over you, leering down at you. What do you want to do?
Who's attacking?
Okay, that I heard something, but I didn't quite.
Who's attacking?
Did you say who are we attacking?
Yes.
Is my mouth free?
Yeah, you're restrained, but you can still talk.
The Lacey doll.
Okie dokie. Gonna move over one, and I'm gonna try to beam Lacey. I guess.
Okay, now you are standing next to Chrysanthemum Rla'ahya, who is standing over you. If you're going to take a shot at Lacey, you can absolutely do so, but you are going to be shooting at disadvantage because you're shooting a ranged attack while in melee combat.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. This is not gonna go well.
Would she get an attack of opportunity on her if she moved another 5 feet?
Moving another 5 feet? No.
No,
So
I'm still in her melee range.
Yeah, she would still be in melee range, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter, it'd still be at disadvantage.
But if she leaves the range of the creature, then she takes an attack, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, that's really what I meant.
Yeah. 14.
14 still hits.
Woohoo!
Wait a minute.
18 points of force damage.
Okay. You send your beam that goes flying towards Lacey. Her hand is outstretched, and it strikes her, but it also strikes that barrier that's been around her. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. It hits that barrier, and the moment it hits it, the barrier shatters. And you see just kind of energy shards flying off of her, and your beam strikes too, true, and does full damage.
Woohoo! And then I really don't want to be at the edge of this roof.
House? Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try to get not so much on the edge of the roof. So, 3. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. Now, when you hit the doll, you see that shattering. It strikes it, and you see the doll falling downward. It hits the roof, and you just see, like, the black tears that it has been crying the entire time go flying away from its head as the head breaks off and goes tumbling down the roof. It had 14 hit points left, and you did full damage. It is out.
Nice.
I just kill Lacey?
Don't know.
I didn't mean to kill someone.
She's probably fine.
Yeah, so I've made you a Magi-Knight, but I kind of need Magi-Knights who aren't going to kill people, so I'm going to have to take back the power now.
That's
It's
fine.
just-
I
it's
don't
just a
want to kill people.
It's just a doll.
Yeah, I'm joking, I'm joking.
As the doll hits the roof and goes tumbling away, Rissy Chrysanthemum howls in fury. Absolutely it's like the most awful sound you can imagine, combined with nails scraping along chalkboard, and everybody can't help but grab their ears. I need everyone to make for me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm assuming that I fail
Why do you fail?
because I can't grab my ears because I'm restrained.
Well, that was just more for theatrics. You still need to make
okay.
the saving throw.
Sure.
Can I
Symbols.
argue? Matt, allow me to posit an argument for advantage on this.
an argument for advantage. Interesting.
I'm wearing headphones. Canonically, David has headphones in his Magi-Knight form.
I'll allow it.
I got an 8, so I'm assuming that's a failure.
That is a failure.
Mine was not supposed to be at disadvantage. I just forgot to click it off.
Oh, if anybody has stress points, no, wait a minute. No, it's exhaustion points that affects
Exhaustion.
Constitution.
That's why
If
I
anyone
rolled a
has,
6.
yeah, if anyone has
right.
more than 2 exhaustion points, they do need to roll a d6.
Yep.
I'm good. Okay.
You're good.
That's why I had the penalty instead
Yep.
of a +1.
Okay. So Iris, that is a failure with the 2. Tilia, that is a success. Daryl, that is a failure. David, that is a success. Who am I missing? I'm missing Jasmine still. Jasmine, Constitution saving throw, please.
+1. Roll the
Did I,
dice.
have, did I have Amplify up during this? I completely forgot if I had cast that or not.
What's Amplify?
The +1 to attack rolls and saving throws.
I don't think you did. I don't remember that.
Okay. I may not have. I may have become too concerned with blowing things up.
Yeah, you were definitely throwing around a lot of explosions. I don't remember you saying that anything about the
Okay.
other spell.
I don't remember if I did or not.
Oops, that's not what I meant to hit.
I know it was my plan before my mouth got sewed shut.
Yes, that I believe. Okay. Jasmine, that is a 12, so that is a failure as well. So those of you that fail, as you're hearing this mournful howl and screech, you all are going to take a total of 9 points of psychic damage. So that's
Okay,
everybody who failed.
For crystalline fractures, it is only once per time that you take damage, yes?
Crystalline fractures happen when you go to 0.
I am at 1 hit point and then just took 9 damage.
Then you would take, if you had 1 hit point and took 9 damage, that you would be just dropped to 0, and that's 1 crystalline fracture.
Okay.
And then it's an additional crystalline fracture to stay up.
Correct.
Alright, so I take 2 crystalline fractures to stay up.
Yep,
Okay.
same.
So you both took 2 more crystalline fractures, and you're both still alive at 1 hit point.
Yep.
Let me see.
So if we did save, do we take half? Or...
No, you take no damage.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. That is it for Tilia's turn. Next off is Chrysanthemum, who whips around after wailing so horribly, and she looks for the source of her anger, which is you, Tilia.
Uh-huh.
This really should not surprise you at all. Okay. She slashes at you with those blood-stained scissor hands of hers. And that's a 19, which I believe does hit.
Yep.
12 points of slashing damage, and I need you to
Nice.
make another roll to resist physical.
What is that? It's a con save?
Yeah, another con save.
Okay.
You gonna make sure one of us don't make it out of this finale.
One of us.
Nice. It's a good roll.
Yeah,
I know what
7.
you're thinking.
That's a 17. That is a success, so you do not take any more bleeding damage.
Okay.
However, you are still bleeding currently, but, you know.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah, just do the Yzma voice. Bleeding? She's supposed to be dead.
As a bonus action, she pulls those ribbons that are wrapped around you, Daryl, and pulls you close to her. As she does so, she slashes at you wildly with those scissors. You're not taking any damage, but you are taking the bleeding condition. So as a bonus action, she's using her Play with Toys ability, which just automatically gives you the bleeding 3 condition.
Okay, where does that put me on the map?
So the
At,
bleeding so the bleeding condition is whenever you take an action, a movement or a bonus action, you take damage, which is the number that I just gave you, 3, minus your Constitution modifier. What's your
Right.
con modifier?
No, my con modifier is +1. It's a 13.
Okay, so that you would, every time you take an action, a movement, or a bonus action, you would take 2 points of damage. It doesn't do any extra damage to you right now. You just have the
Right.
condition.
My question was, you said she pulled me, so where am I
Oh,
on
sorry.
the map?
Yeah. So she just pulls you 5 feet toward her.
Okay, there we go.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be it for her turn. Iris, you're up next.
All right. Let me see something real quick. Whenever you drop to 0 HP, but take a crystalline fracture to stay up, is that considered going unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. So I would have lost concentration on my on the spell I cast before.
Yes.
Shoot.
I believe so.
That's-
Loot Bunny, if I'm wrong, please feel free to contradict me, but when they go unconscious and take a fracture of their soul crystal, do they lose concentration on the spell they're holding?
My thought is yes, not because they fall unconscious, but because that has to be like a very intense and sort of powerful like process that your
Well,
body has to go through.
Oh, Loot Bunny's saying that yes, that is accurate, but they can also use heroic conviction in that moment, and then they don't lose total focus.
Don't know how that works, so I won't try and do it because that sounds complicated.
I believe I might have a handout for that.
Anyways, I'm going to use my free action to use the Shard of Mending that I have to recoup 15 HP.
Good call. So there's what I'm talking about here. Dire situations may sometimes call for a character to give their life in the war. I mean, that's heroic sacrifices. That's not.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's heroic. That's not heroic conviction. Oh, they say. She's saying that heroic conviction is the ability that allows you to stay up. So once when you use heroic conviction, you don't lose total focus. It's only if you don't choose to do that and you go unconscious. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't use heroic conviction, that's when you go fully unconscious, and that's at that moment you take the crystalline fracture. So as long as you're using your heroic conviction to stay up, I just forgot that it was called that. You do keep total focus, so you do maintain the spell. So your spell is still up.
Okay, that's good. That clarifies things, I'm glad. Alright, so going to run up over here with my still empowered deck of cards. And I will try to whack her then with my empowered attack. Total 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Oh, jeez. That's a good thing that... jeez. Alright, so I have to roll a minimum 10. I've got a 50% chance to hit this lady. Dealing a total of 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Finally, now that the dolls are all destroyed, your attack goes through and seems to actually damage Chrysanthemum, doing the 8 points of damage.
Nice. And I don't have anything else I can do, so pasa la boca.
Okay. Next up, we have the Horde of Cultists. And they had already succeeded in summoning the spectral outsiders that they had been trying to summon. And they are now on the board. So, with that in mind, they go heading over to the side of the house. Or actually, you know what? I got a better idea. We're just going to move this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to right there. Because now they can see David standing there next to what looks like the chimney of this house. David, I'm going to say that since you're standing right there, you do have partial cover. So that's
I lean out from it. Whatever you're about to do is very brave for somebody in fireball range.
And they answer that by sending a barrage of flames towards you, David.
They said no, you.
But that's a 20, which I'm going to assume that hits.
Yeah.
I think that misses, actually.
Not in this game, it doesn't.
David has a
No. Hear me out, right?
Okay.
If you cast explosion on the explosion, the explosions cancel each other out.
I seen Avatar. That's not how that works.
Sorry, this isn't.
I mean, but like when you hit him, like in the real military tactics, if you hit a nuke with another nuke, usually it explodes off target.
It just destroys everything.
A nuke with another nuke, everybody dies.
Yes.
I meant missiles, but you know what I meant.
Interesting. A game where the only way to win is not to play.
But anyway, David, you take 14 points of fire damage from the full might of this horde of cultists.
Donnie.
Okay. After that, after the
Okay, hold on. I need to figure out what I can do.
do you have something you can react with?
Tenacity only lets me do it with physical damage. Fire physical? Fire's a physical thing. Fire's right?
Yeah. Well, fire is magical, so it's magic. Sorry.
Well, all right then.
Then you. So I'm assuming that takes you.
Oh my god! This is the stupidest. Okay,
What?
I'm sorry. I just if I go down here and I take 2 crystalline fractures and then stand back up, every time I do an action, I take 1 damage and go back down to 0 and then have to come back up.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
So, if I go down and then come back up right now, and then I do 3 explosions next turn, I will just die.
You will just die if you were to do that.
That's
We go in a blaze of glory.
Wait, no, I won't. It's fine. Yeah, I'm going down. I'm going to take the 2 fractures and I'm going to stand right back up.
Okay, that heroic conviction pushes past the near death that you just had. You take 2 fractures of your soul crystal, but you are still alive. Okay. Also, Loot Bunny is trying to help you out and chat a little bit. He doesn't have burning, Loot Bunny. He has bleeding. That's the condition he has. He has the bleeding condition. But if you can do a full round action to extinguish the flames, will that work on bleeding? I don't honestly know.
I take a 4 round and go, oh god, oh, no blood. Okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what they taught me in medical school.
Take a full
You
round
just,
to turn yourself into a toilet paper mummy like you did as a kid on Halloween. Just soaks up all the
It's
blood.
fine. Lou Bunny, don't worry about it. You don't need to check. I know what to do. I bought a shard for this.
You did, but so okay. Alternatively, you can make a full round action, or another Magi-Knight can use a standard action to make a medicine skill check against the initial save DC to remove it. If you fail by 5 or more, the effect persists and they take the damage. Alternatively, any amount of healing from a magical source will remove this condition and negate the bleeding action penalty. So that's good to know too. Those of you who are currently bleeding, which is most of you.
Surprisingly, I'm not.
Yeah, Jasmine, you're the only one who hasn't yet. But, David, after being hit by those flames, you see that group of spectral wisps that had just been summoned flies up and swarm about you. So I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay. What have I got? What have I got that I can use to make this better real quick? I don't think anything. Fuck.
Yeah. So, well, the bad news is, as this is a full horde of wisps, you would be taking 12 points of damage. However, since you are already at 1 point of damage, you just take 1 point of damage, and I assume 2 more fractures of your soul crystal.
Goddamn right, they're not keeping me down.
They are not keeping you down.
Hey, when you're bleeding, does a free action cause you to lose a health point, or no?
It says specifically action, move, or bonus action.
Okay, alright.
So a free action is not.
Then I think I'm good.
A free action that is not.
Okay. That's it for the Spectre. Lacey's dial is gone, so that's good. David, you currently have 4 fractures of your soul crystal, if I'm not mistaken. What are you wanting to do?
Okay, alright. Step 1. I need to re-pull up the Shards of Power, because it got closed when the other thing was pulled up.
Whoops.
Okay, it's fine.
Which shard are you looking for?
I've got it.
Because if you've got the moderate shard of mending, it's going to be 2d12 plus 2.
No, I've got lesser.
Then
But I've
that's
also
1d12 plus 1.
got this. So actually, I'm healing a fair bit from this.
Are you doing your
Lesser Shard of Mending as a free action.
So as a free action, the shard heals 1d12 plus 1 hit point per Magi-Knight level.
Yes, but then I also have Radiance from my Master's Instrument, which means healing deals another 2 plus 1 per Magi-Knight level, which is where that 6 comes from.
Nice. Okay. I like it. And because this is a healing from a magical source, I would say that removes the bleeding condition from you.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was bonus.
If this was a TV show, this is where we start playing I'm Still Standing.
Yeah. Okay, now. Oh, but these guys are right in front of me.
Go for the wisps.
Go for the
I'm
win.
gonna go for both. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you have the mana for this?
I have practically infinite mana.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
The infinite mana loop.
I have 4 good beams in me before I'm done.
I have with Adaptive Magic and the Master's Instrument, I have 24 mana. Plus a Potent Shard of Clarity and the Energy Surge. I have effectively, I think, like 15 or 20 spells that I can do.
Okay, got 4 good beams left in me.
Fuck, what was I just doing? Oh yeah, what does Overcharge do? I've forgotten.
Things.
You spend an entire episode screaming.
Stuff.
No, I think it.
No, that's going insane.
I think
What's the difference?
it doubles the damage, but you take an exhaustion point.
Yeah, I know I take an exhaustion. I don't think it doubles the damage. That feels a little bit too much.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, same.
Overcharge is so for what? Is it for an explosion? What are you overcharging?
Explosion. It's an extra D10.
Add a
Okay.
D10 equal to half your reputation level, rounded down,
Okay.
minimum of 1.
Okay. So I am going to overcharge my full round, like my regular explosion on the cultists over here.
Okay, so you're going to be taking 2 exhaustion points. What's your exhaustion right now, by the way?
Before this, it's 2.
So it's going to be 4
I-
afterwards.
Yes.
Okay. And which group are you doing again?
The cultist.
The cultist. Got it. So roll your d20. And let's see if you get full damage.
5, 6.
Yes, Loot Bunny explosion. That's what he's doing.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, definitely does full damage.
And then I get the plus. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That one sucked. And something just fell behind me. I don't know what that was.
Unfortunately, the one from Overcharge is not affected by the turn 1s into 3s thing.
No. But here's the good news. You did 15 points of damage, which is enough to take that horde of cultists out.
All right, excellent.
So it does 15 to all of them.
So he's got kind of that turntable under his hand, and he just takes it from over them and just shoves it directly in front of these two. For however many this horde is. This exactly one horde's worth of spectral outsiders.
This one horde's worth? Yeah, there's 4 of them right there.
And is going to do a regular. Can you rush and overcharge something? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
The one we're using doesn't specify whether you can or can't.
I'm going to just assume you can't.
It's Lou Bunny says you can.
You can if you have enough exhaustion for it.
Okay. First,
that's going to put you at 6.
A regular rushed explosion.
A regular rushed explosion. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I need to do the other thing first. $19 hits.
19 does hit, so this is going to be half the damage.
Yep, for 7 damage to the horde.
So 3 points of damage to the horde.
No, 7. That's already divided by 2.
Oh, so it is. Nice. 7 points of damage. They are still up. They're not looking great.
All right. These guys need to go down now. Last bonus action from the Mercurial Shard of Alacrity is both rushed and overcharged, putting me at 6 exhaustion after this.
They are looking seriously hurt, I will tell you.
Finish them! Finish them!
Yeah, but I'm going to finish them. This is not an option.
Listen, this is your first sacrifice moment.
So
let the youngest member of the team die.
That's a 14, which I believe means that the damage is halved again.
Yes. Yep. Okay, that's good. God, that divided by 4 fucking sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
Okay, it's alright.
Do it.
Oh no! 3 damage.
So, you want to hear something really funny, David?
Is it actually funny?
3 hit points.
It is. They had 1 hit point left. They had 1 hit point left each.
Okay,
so
that's fine.
Your 2.75 is enough to take this out. So describe for me, real quick, taking out both a horde of cultists and a horde of spectral wisps.
David has been bleeding. He's been set on fire. He thinks he just died. Kid is exhausted. He's barely holding his hands up on these tables, just like waving them around, kind of. He's got like some issues keeping stuff straight. He does not have like steady hands right now.
Yeah.
But he's still able to scratch and make these discordant, just sort of noise in a general area that swells up and bursts out with a kinetic force. And he does the same. Then he twists it and does the same thing to this group in front of him. Again, hitting from both above and below at the same time, so that they scatter to the winds. And then, immediately, just sort of sits down and falls, leaning up against this chimney. You guys got the rest, right?
You better hope so. You better hope so. Yeah. That's fair. Poor David, exhausted beyond belief, barely clinging to being awake, to consciousness. But well done. Now, technically, you do still have movement if you want to use it.
I use my movement to collapse to the ground.
No, that's fair. 100% fair. Okay, David, that's it for you. Daryl, you're up next.
Okay, so you said I take bleed damage if what happens?
So, action, movement, or bonus action.
Cool.
You're also currently restrained.
Yeah, how's everybody else in the party looking?
Fucked up.
Got like 5 hit points left.
I'm fine.
Fucked up? Is that what you said, Matt?
Pretty fucked up, yeah.
Cool. Seeing as
that's
how
my
I'm
cat.
Gonna die if I try and do anything.
Do you have?
I'm performing a soul ablation.
Do you have a shard of mending?
Nope.
Do you have your bonus action heal thing that you get at 2nd level?
What bonus action heal thing?
It's I forget exactly what it's called.
It's called Energy Surge.
Yeah, Energy Surge. You can use your bonus action to heal yourself for 1d12 plus. I just have it +4, but I don't know. Energy Surge.
Yeah, you can. Are you looking at health or mana recovery?
Yeah, it's recover bonus action. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
1d12 plus 1d4?
1d12 plus 1d4 plus your magic attack modifier plus your level.
So does that happen before or after I take the bleed damage?
I'd imagine it would because you do the action first, and then after that, the bleed damage happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I can heal first, then yeah, I guess I could do that.
Nice.
Okay,
it's up to you if you want to do a ablation.
Ablation.
So soul ablation.
I was gonna do it, but I looked at it and it mostly helps me, aside from like giving everybody an inspiration point. So
if you're about to die, this might be the time to be selfish.
yeah. Anyways, so 5 and 3, and then what's
your
my
your
MA
level is
and
2, so that's going to be
plus
10
5.
plus your.
So 15. Cool.
So yeah, 15
Oh wait,
points
can
of
I
heal.
do that while I'm restrained?
Yeah. Doesn't
Loot
say that
Bunny's
any action is needed.
Loot Bunny's also saying you have to have a reputation level 1 to do a soul ablation.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
But I'm gonna say, like, you're restrained. What is the restrained condition? So nothing in the restrained condition says you can't use that ability. It's just you can't move, and any attacks are at disadvantage.
So I use that, and then I take 3 points.
Yep, and then you take your what is your what's your con modifier?
13 plus 1.
Okay, so then you take 2 points of bleeding damage.
Oh, okay.
But
And then-
does energy surge count as magical healing?
What do I need to do to try and escape the restrained condition?
To do that, you're going to have to do a full round to get out of that.
Oh, well then, that's the end of my turn.
Let's see here. Just going to double check. Luke Bunny's saying no mana is involved, so it's not magical.
All right, fair enough.
It's basically like a second one then.
I'll just have to wait for next round to try and escape.
Actually, no. It's just an action to get out of restraint.
Okay, so then I'll take 2 more. And what do I have to do?
You're going to have to roll to resist physical. So that's either going to be a strength or a dex saving throw.
Yeah, my strength is not that good, so it'll be a dex saving throw.
Okay, you need to beat a 14.
Okay, so exhaustion still applies, so it's just a straight d20 roll. So I got a 12, so I did not succeed.
You did not succeed. You are still restrained.
Yep.
Okay. That's it for Daryl's turn. Jasmine, you're up next.
I want to beam her in the face.
Beam her in the face.
Magic attack, right?
So that's just going to be a ranged spell attack.
It'd be so wild if I missed.
Don't say that.
I'm just waiting for somebody to do a very specific something so that I can do a very specific something.
Does a 19 hit?
19's going to hit.
You did it!
Heck yeah.
What I roll for beam damage again?
It is, I believe we said 3d6.
18. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Oof.
Rough.
Yeah.
7. That's right.
Okay. She does take the beam to the face, but it seems as though like she's able to resist it a little bit.
It might be time to take that, figure out what that shard of power does.
What shard of power?
Which one did I take? It's somewhere in this pile of papers from class. Yeah, no. Instead of having to look that up, let's just bonus action beamer again.
Just bonus action beamer again, and you can look forward while you're waiting for your next turn. Oof. That one's definitely a miss. So you did succeed in beaming her once, but you sent that second beam towards her face, and she just ducks underneath it. You still have some movement if you want to move.
I'm gonna move about here to try to get away from her retaliation.
Fair enough. Okay. That's it for your turn, Jasmine. At the bottom of the order, we have Koi, who, how dare you send beams at his master, his true love, that evil bitch, He's going to move over here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I swear if I get murdered by a simp.
Right there. Yep, we're going to say right there. Murdered by a simp, huh? Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. What does Koi want to do?
He wants to pay $40 for some of her bathwater.
Ew? No.
He wants to be super
he does.
friendly and heal us because he's a nice guy.
He wants to give me $50.
$52.
I'm going to need about $350.
You know, it's almost February. 200.
Well, what he is doing is sending a shadow bolt directly at you, Jasmine, and I assume an 18 hits.
You could sell a shadow bolt for $200, right?
It occasionally does.
Okay, well that's 5 points of shadow damage,
God
Jasmine.
Damn, that's only had 5 hit points left.
What's that?
Only had 5 hit points left.
Oh, so you go down taking 1 crystalline fracture. But you can still heroically convict and stay up to take another shard.
Yeah, stay up.
Okay, that's 2 fractures to your soul crystal. Okay. That is going to be the end of Koi's turn. And since we're back to the top of the order, before I go any further, I just want to do a crystalline fracture check to see where everybody's at. Tilia, where are you at?
0.
0. Very nice. David?
4.
4. Daryl?
5 out of 7.
5 out of 7. Jasmine? 2. Iris? Iris, you there? Uh-oh.
He might be in another room,
Yeah, not sure.
as they said on Discord.
Internet died.
Oh,
back in
internet died. Got it.
Oh.
Okay. But we'll hear from Iris whenever they get back, I guess. But starting things off at the top of the order, Tilia, it's your go.
Okay, then as my free action, I would like to take my shard of potent mending.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. That's 2d10 plus 4. Okay.
That should be 2d12 plus 2, shouldn't it?
Not according to what to the Google Drive.
Which one are you doing?
I have
Shard of potent mending.
yeah.
2d12 plus 4, yeah. That's what's in the Roll20.
Oh, it's 2d12? Alright. That's
Yeah,
fine.
2d12 plus 4.
Yeah. I was looking at the document on the Google Drive and it said 2d10, so I'm fine with 2d12.
Yep, 2d12 plus 2 is the one we're using.
Plus 4. 2 per level.
Or 2 per level, yeah.
Oh! Okay, I see that.
That's okay. It's still 12.
Still,
Okay,
12.
go.
Not bad, and it does remove the bleeding condition I decided. So you're good with that.
Woo! Not bleeding anymore. That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to I'm gonna beam Koi. No, should I beam him or should I beam Misty?
Up to you.
Get the big one. Get the big one.
It'll be with
Actually, no,
disadvantage regardless, so...
That's true. Okay.
Maybe get the simp out of the way so he stops hitting me.
1, 2, 3. I'll hit the big one with a beam. I'm gonna overcharge it. So that adds another die, right? Damage die. That's what it does.
Overcharging beams add a number of d8s equal to your reputation level, minimum 1.
Oh, okay. So it's a D8 instead of my D6s. Okay, that's fine. So, going to that. Ugh, 13 probably doesn't hit her.
No, because my 15 barely hit, so that means 13 misses.
Oh yeah, 13 definitely misses, but you're also supposed to be rolling at disadvantage, so see if you roll a 1.
Great. Great.
Nope.
Good news, you didn't roll a 1.
Ready.
But you did miss. That was your action. You've used your action and a free action. You still have your bonus and movement.
Yeah. To use the shards of power, are they all free actions or do they cost?
Depends on what the shard is, but it will tell you.
Yeah.
Not always. I don't.
Yeah,
it doesn't specify. Shard of Unstoppable Might doesn't specify.
Well, no, it says unless otherwise listed, all shards of power require a bonus action to use.
Okay.
And then you can bestow the power of the shard to another Magi-Knight by using a standard action.
So there you go. So if it doesn't have a if it doesn't say free action, then it's a bonus action to use.
Or
Or
something else.
something else if it says something else.
Okay. So for overcharging, I get 2 points of exhaustion, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then I don't think my restoration spell can be used as a bonus action. And if I move, she's going to get an attack of opportunity.
So what are you doing?
I guess that's it.
Okay. That's it for your turn.
I mean, most of the mobs are dead.
Well, after that, Tilia, well, it's, Rla'ahya's turn. Good old Chrysanthemum. You
I don't know
know?
if anybody else grew up with this, but when I see her, this is all I can see.
She's still holding Daryl restrained. Iris and Tilia are right there in front of her. They're both looking fairly chipper, but, you know, Tilia didn't really do a whole lot of damage, and Iris sure as hell has. So
I did not do any damage.
yeah, that's why she's not gonna consider you a threat right now. Instead, she's going to... You know what? She does. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and send her crimson strings at you, Iris.
Shoot.
Oof,
You
yeah.
gotta be kidding me.
That hurts with a 23. So you're taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage as these ribbons wrap around you. I'm going to need you to make a roll to resist physical. So either a strength or dexterity saving throw, please.
Strength it is. You gotta be kidding me!
That's a failure, my friend, unfortunately. And so they wrap around you, restraining you, and pull you aloft 5 feet into the air. As a bonus action, she's going to go ahead and... yeah, she's going to play with her toys a little bit. She's got the Iris wrapped up in her threads. She's got Daryl wrapped up in her threads. So as her bonus action, she lets out a cackle of excitement and slashes wildly at you, Iris. You're automatically receiving the Bleeding 3 condition.
Nice.
So, what is your con modifier?
It's 1.
1? Okay. So that means you'd be taking 2 bleeding damage each time you do something. Now that she has both Daryl and Iris wrapped up, the porcelain doll-like face turns her black eyes directly down to you, Tilia, and she just gives a gigantic, jagged tooth grin. Now,
Down at me? I thought the head had rolled off the roof.
No, Rissy did. Chrysanthemum. The giant spider thing is smiling at you.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you meant the Lacey doll. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, no, the Lacey doll's gone.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize Rissy was also crying black tears.
No, Rissy, Chrysanthemum, has just giant, pure black eyes.
Ah, gotcha.
And if you remember, this is what she looks like.
Yeah, terrifying.
Very much so.
She looks like Arcanimon, as we're discussing in Discord.
Okay, Iris, you're up next, and you're currently restrained and bleeding profusely.
Alright. Attacking is with disadvantage, right?
So you can actually... do I want to tell him this? Should I be nice? They're all fucked up. I'll be nice. No, you actually, since you are restrained by the Crimson Strings, you cannot attack her at all. Because I'm beautiful, aren't I?
Very beautiful.
That's one of her traits.
So pretty, so pretty.
Oh, would you
So
look at
pretty,
that?
so pretty.
So,
What a nice, convenient effect that you have.
Mm-hmm. Don't blame me, blame Derek. I just run the game. But, with that knowledge, being restrained as you are and unable to attack Chrysanthemum, what are you going to do?
Suppose I'll use my action to try and break the restraint. I just need to beat the 14, right?
Correct.
Alright, so I've got a 60% chance of success. Woo!
And
Then
you
I take
do.
3 damage.
You do. Wrapped up as you are, you begin wiggling and shifting and manage to get yourself free of the Crimson Strings. But as you do, it opens up that wound you had just gotten, and you are bleeding. So you take 2 points of bleeding damage.
Nice.
Which I should probably go ahead.
I don't have any other way to heal myself, so I'll just
No more mending shards.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else I can do. Pasa la boca.
Okay.
That bonus action thing.
What bonus action? I've already used my bonus action thing.
Okay.
Well, next up is David with Daryl on deck. So, David, you're currently sitting against the chimney, exhausted out of your mind.
What's everybody's mana situation?
I have enough for 2 beam attacks.
I'm more
I've got
concerned
one
with
more
my
spell.
team.
I've got one more spell, but I've got a shard.
Okay. Is anybody out of mana?
No.
Okay. All right.
What?
Then I will save that for next turn.
I found them. Don't die. That's what I was going to say.
I won't die. I won't die. I promise. I promise. You can't
I'm
see
not
my hands.
concerned.
They're not crossed, I swear.
Don't take this as a sign of concern. Take this as a sign that if you die, we probably are.
I've already done my job.
You have. I can't ask you to do anything more than you've already done.
David is going to, with just the last little bit of strength he has left, he's going to burn Energy Surge to recover 1 exhaustion and kind of stand back up and then fall back against the chimney again, just kind of using it as a huge brace as he begins working the turntables again, playing an inspiring beat to give Amplify to everybody here.
Nice. So tell us about Amplify. What's that do?
Amplify. Magi-Knights within range, which I believe we modified to 120 last session.
Probably.
Add one plus the reputation level, so 1. Everybody adds 1 to all attacks and saving throws.
Nice. So everyone keep that in mind. You got that +1 to your attacks and saving throws.
And I am now out of mana until I decide to use my shard.
Okay.
So if you click on your character, right, and you click on the gear right there, you can scroll down and you can make an aura around yourself.
Yeah. It's 120 though.
It's the entire map.
I don't need to make it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
It encompasses the map. You just assume you're fine. Because, like...
See, look at that.
Yeah.
That's my aura.
Seems legit.
And it literally does cover almost the entire map.
Yeah. So, not too worried about it. I feel like everybody's good. Now, are you going to use your movement? Or a bonus action? Okay.
Bonus action was Energy Surge.
Okay, bonus action was Energy Surge.
Action was
your spell.
Amplify.
Got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's it for David. Daryl. You are bleeding, you are slightly healed, and you're currently wrapped up.
Restrained.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what do you want to do?
I'm going to take my 2 points of damage and try and make a dex save.
Okay. Let's see if you can make it this time.
Alright, so first I gotta roll this. So I actually don't have any penalties this time, which is nice.
And you get a +1.
Yeah, you do have a +1.
But a 6 ain't gonna do her.
No, a 6 is not. You wiggle as much as you can, trying to free yourself, but since Chrysanthemum lost the other one, she's holding on to you even tighter than before.
Yep, that's all.
That's it for your turn. Jasmine, you're up next.
I found a piece of paper that had what it was written down. Names weren't right. I should have, just for me to remember, like, the one that does lesser healing and the one that recovers mana.
Fair enough. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to do the lesser healing one because I'm getting, and that guy seems like he's not going to stop beefing with me anytime soon.
Probably not. Probably not.
So it was 1d12 plus my level?
For
Let's
the
see.
lesser one?
The lesser mending is 1d12 plus 1 hit point per Magi-Knight level. So 1d12 plus 2.
This plus 2. Oh wait, I forgot.
And that was just your free action.
8. So I'm at 9. That's not bad. It's not great.
No, it's not great, but it's better than nothing.
And I'm gonna try to beam her in the mouth again.
Who are you beaming? Chrysanthemum?
The big lady.
Big lady, you got it. It's not your night tonight, Jasmine. As stressful as this battle is. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay. Last off.
I guess with a bonus action.
Okay, bonus action. Go for it. This your last mana slot?
Yep.
Wow. You send 2 beams shooting off towards Chrysanthemum, and she's just dodging wildly, left and right, in this weird kind of bob and weave type of thing that only a spider could do. That's unfortunate for you, Jasmine. But guess what? It's Koi's turn next, and Koi is very upset at you for continuing to shoot at his master. Even though you're missing horribly, really, you're the only one that they can see. They're actually going to climb up onto the top of this car to be able to like actually see you better. As the last time... Oh, darn it. I did not mean to make that go away. There it is. Okay, so the last time he shot at you, I was planning on giving you a +2 for partial cover, but he didn't need it because he rolled just ridiculously. This time, however, he's standing up on the car to see you clearly, and he's going to take another shot at you with the Shadow Bolt.
Oh, miss.
Well, that's a 21, so that's not going to miss.
But it might. What if it does?
Yeah, what if it does?
My armor class is 15, so it won't.
Yeah. So, 6 points of shadow damage as another shadowy bolt just shoots out from his hands and strikes you in the chest.
I'm gonna beat you with the lead pipe. I'm not even gonna use magic on you.
Okay, that's it. That's the last person in turn order. We go back to the top, but it is 8:30, so why don't we go ahead and take our break now, and hopefully we'll get to the end of this battle here soon. So stay with us, everybody. We won't be long. Howdy, everybody. We are back. We are at the top of the turn order, and only Chrysanthemum and her lead cultist is left alive, or left conscious, but they're doing a hell of a job keeping these Magi-Knights at bay. So let's see what happens. At the start of the turn order is Tilia. So, Tilia, what do you want to do?
Oh boy. Okay, so I want to make sure that my Shard of Tenacity is active. And then I am going to step away.
Tell us about the Shard of Tenacity. What does that do?
So as a reaction, it makes me resistant to damage until the end of my next turn.
If it says as a reaction, then that's when you use it, is as a reaction.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that I'm feeling it, I'm ready for it, and I'm going to step away from Chrysanthemum.
Gotcha. So I gotcha. So you're stepping away, holding it with the knowledge that she is going to be getting an attack of opportunity. That is absolutely fair. Okay. So yeah.
I just want to be ready for it.
No, I dig it. So, she is going to make an attack with her bloodstained scissor hands. That's a 16 to hit.
That is my AC.
And that does hit. So normally it would be doing 11 points of slashing damage, but because of the Shard of Tenacity, before you would take physical damage, you use this as a reaction, you gain physical resistance until the end of your next turn, which means that you take half of that damage.
Is that 5 or 6?
So 5. We round down. So 5 points of damage, but you do still need to make your con saving throw.
Okay. Do I still get the +1 from...
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that's 15.
Well, you did succeed, so you do not take the bleeding condition.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, that was your movement and a reaction.
Yes. Okay. And so I am now going to... Oh, probably a bad idea. All right, I'm going to beam her, and I'm going to overcharge it.
Beaming her as your action to overcharge and overcharging.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you are taking... Do you have any exhaustion right now?
Yeah, so once I take these 2 points, I'll be at 4.
At 4. Okay. A 23 is definitely going to hit.
Okay. Oh, do I have to... Hang on. I have to roll... Is it an endurance die? What do the endurance dice do? Like...
So if you have exhaustion, you roll a d6, and then you have to roll higher than the number of points you have of exhaustion in order to avoid a penalty. If you do, there's no penalty. If you fail, then it's a penalty equal to the number of exhaustion points you have.
Yeah. And exhaustion works on your hard stats, and stress works on your soft stats.
Okay.
So exhaustion works on like when you're hitting, when you swing to hit or things like that.
Okay. So then, for this hit, I should roll a d6.
No, because you're doing a magic. You're using magic.
So no or yes?
So no, this doesn't.
Oh.
Exhaustion doesn't affect this.
Okay.
I think stress does, but exhaustion doesn't.
Stress and exhaustion
Stress
are
does?
kind of the same thing.
Yeah, stress and exhaustion are two separate categories, but they function the same. When you're exhausted and you use either an ability that does strength, dex, or con, that's when you roll for the penalty, which includes attacking. For stress points, it works on your soft stats, your wisdom, your intelligence, and your charisma. So when you do your spell...
I've got 2 stress points, so I should still roll a d6, right?
Yes, you still should roll a d6. You got to roll above a 2.
Okay. 4.
You're good.
So no penalty this
Okay.
round.
No penalty.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
And then 17 points of force damage to... No, because I overcharged it, so that's plus a d8.
Plus another d8.
Okay. Ugh. 18 points of force damage.
18 points of force damage slams into her. That she does seem to be resisting these magical beam attacks, but you're still doing some damage to her.
Yeah, that's all I got. Okay. And then, so I'm now out of mana. And I've got 4 exhaustion points. Okay. So I'm out of mana, so there's... hang on. Do I have a shard that I can use as...
Do you have a shard of clarity?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that restores mana.
Yes.
Yeah. But is that one a free action?
What does it say?
Clarity.
No.
It doesn't say.
It's
It just says use the shard.
And it's a bonus action.
Then it's a bonus action.
It's bonus action? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which
Oh,
you do
so I
still
could
have.
use it.
You can still use it.
Okay. So then I will do that.
Okay. So is it a lesser or a better than that?
Lesser.
Okay.
I figured there was no point of taking one that greater than that because I only had 12 points possible of mana.
Fair enough.
I figured it wouldn't let me get points above what I can normally have.
No, but it would fill you up completely if you rolled low anyway, more than likely. But
That's
whatever.
true. Oh, well.
But anyway, 1d10 plus 2 mana points.
Okay. 1d10 plus 2. Okay. 8.
8 points of mana.
That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. And that was my bonus action. So that's everything. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we come to the big bad herself, Rla'ahya. And, well, sorry, Iris, but you're really the biggest threat right now because Jasmine keeps missing. Oh, actually, well, no, that's not necessarily true.
I just hit her for 18 points.
It's true. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Tilia just hit her.
Oh, there's no love lost for consistently tack. Even somebody has to swallow a fly eventually.
You'd think, right? Well, you know what? I'm going to keep it fair, and I'm going to roll a d4. 1 and 2, she's going after Iris. 3 and 4, she's going after Tilia.
I tried to help you there, too.
Ouch. Well, that was a 2, so that is going after Iris.
Iris is trying to get in her way. She's trying to attack Tilia, but Iris is getting in the way.
Yeah. So, she's going to be... what do I want to do? I sort of want to wrap you up in strings and keep you out of this fight. So we're going with the Crimson Strings. But that's a 13, so it misses.
I was worried there for a second.
Yeah. Well, you know, she can't do too much more, but she still has her bonus action, so she's going to go ahead and keep playing with her toys. So, Daryl, you take another 3 bleeding condition.
Yep.
I can stack.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That can stack. That's it for her turn. Iris, you're up next.
All right. Invoking the power of the sword card, I will swing with my empowered weapon.
Probably a good idea.
I will...
Loot Bunny's saying bleeding does not stack. We read that wrong. Good
that
to
makes
know.
sense, because otherwise bleeding would be ridiculously overpowered.
I mean, maybe it was back in 2.2.
Loot Bunny is doing it for the girls. Loot Bunny is doing it for the girls.
Alright, before I do that, I will bonus action use my Shard of Unstoppable Might.
Go for it.
And then I will swing. Oh, that's a critical.
Nice.
Excellent.
Alright. So that
Yeah.
is a solid 23.
23 points of damage. Very nice. You slash at her.
25. Because you used the shard, right?
Well, that's counting that.
Oh, it's already added in. You had a okay.
Yeah, I know how to program a swear.
I assumed you wouldn't have made a button for such a specific thing. Says the
I make-
person who makes buttons for every single specific thing.
There you go.
I don't like doing things manually. But yeah, 23 damage. And I take another 3 damage for making an action.
Yep, you do.
So I've got a 2 HP.
Well, hold on. You don't take 3. You take 3 minus your con modifier.
Oh. So I get 2 back.
2, yeah.
Alright.
There
Well,
you
that's
go.
good to know. So that's everything. That's my action, bonus action. I've got nothing to do for a free action. Paso la boca.
Okay. With that, we come to David, who is still kind of just barely keeping conscious from all this exhaustion he's suffering. But what do you want to do?
Jasmine's out of mana, right?
Yes, very.
Okay. You're gonna get like topped way the fuck up.
I mean, I top out on like 14, so it's not.
It's David is going to like hold out this again purple shard kind of very lazily and crush it in his hand as flakes of it then drift over to Jasmine and she regains where are you?
For my Wings Club girlies, it's like when they used the Enchantix dust during season 2 when they were fighting Valtor in the Dark Mark.
How the heck?
I'm not gonna lie. That was like that was like
That's ridiculous.
a Sheen line, like Sheen in real life, and I wasn't expecting it.
Hey, still 13 points of mana to Jasmine.
I watched a lot of Wings Clubs growing up. If there was a pretty fairy there, I was there.
Well, that was
Watch
your
it before-
action, David.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you want to do?
Nope, because I am out of mana as well.
Hmm.
I am out of mana.
Just play dead.
Oh, no, you know what? Now that he doesn't have full exhaustion, David's gonna make his way over here so that he can defend at least.
Okay.
What are both of you guys' health at?
Would you be able to tell?
Not really. But they're not looking great. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. I mean, I have the bars above my head. I don't know if Matt's made them visible to everybody, but
They're
No.
not.
They
No.
are not.
Nope, but I can tell you that they're not looking great. I also forgot to mention at the end of Iris's turn that the chrysanthemum being slashed at and hit and beamed and everything else, she's taken some damage and is looking hurt. And as she takes that last hit, her eyes go from black orbs to bright red.
This is
Blood
even my final
begins
form.
to drip down her jaw, along the sides of her mouth. The blood from her scissors, where she's been slashing at you, begins to go up her arms, and she howls in a bloodied frenzy. So
that's just incorrect.
So that was it. I just forgot to mention that the last turn. But Daryl, you're up next, and you're still, restrained and held and
Hanging
bleeding.
around.
Yeah.
You got this.
Alright, taking another 2 points, and let's see. First, I roll a d6, which is enough to beat my exhaustion, so we're gonna roll a dex save of a 16.
16 is enough to get free. Finally, you wiggle and squirm about as frenzied as Rla'ahya is. You are able to wiggle yourself free, and you drop down to the ground, landing in a crouch. That was your action, and you take 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus actions.
You have. Do you have? You also can do a free action or a move if you want.
Yeah, I'll move 5 feet and then end my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Has she used her reaction? No, because she went after well, she used it when Tilia moved, and then it was her turn next. So no, she has not. So she does get her reaction.
So what's she going to do?
She's going to slash at you with some scissors. But that's a nat 1! Failing immediately. It slashes right over your head as you duck down and scoot away. Okay. That's it for Daryl's turn. Jasmine, you've been revitalized with some mana from David. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna. Is David's aura still going?
Is David's aura? Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't
Well,
take
then I'm
anything
gonna
to keep up.
Then I'm gonna try to beam her in the mouth once again because she tries me She's tried me one too many times.
Sweet.
Does a 20 hit?
20 is definitely going to hit.
No. 8 damage. Then I'm gonna bonus action beam her simp.
Okay. Well, you
Now,
strike.
what
Hold on. You strike Chrysanthemum in the chest with your beam attack. It hits her, but each time she seems to resist a little bit of that damage. Go ahead and bonus action.
Then how do I do this in power attack I've been hearing about?
Empowered is basically take 2 exhaustion points, add a d8 to your beam damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any exhaustion as of right now.
Sounds like it's something you could do then.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I did see that. Like I say, for some reason this didn't save.
21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's going to hit.
So this is the 3d6, and then the d8. So that's 14 damage.
14 points of damage, not bad. You strike her simp, who's standing on top of that car, and it hits him directly in his chest. His hood kind of flies back a little bit, and you can see that he's wearing that mask, the same mask that he was wearing the previous evening. Well, you weren't there. You didn't see it, but the other group did. But since he's so far away from you, it's unable to affect you. But you just can see that weird mirror-like mask on his head.
Then I'm gonna lay flat on the roof so that he has less visibility on me. As I say out loud, "How did that taste, you masked perv?"
Love it. Well, we're about to find out, because it's Koi's turn next. Koi is all the way down there on top of the car. How much of a movement is this? Oh, yeah. As Magi-Knights, you've all enjoyed being able to jump from building to building, get really high up, float a little bit, all that fun stuff. Hovering, levitating, you name it. So it probably is a little bit of distressing to see Koi take a running jump off of the car, soaring high up into the air, and land right on the roof.
Not gonna lie, I didn't take into account they were able to do it too.
He's taking a shot at you, but you are lying prone, Jasmine, and because of that, he has disadvantage on his ranged spell attack.
Yeah, second loser.
And with a nat 1, he shoots off this shadow bolt. It strikes the ground, and right in front. You roll out of the way. It strikes right where you were a moment ago, and it is completely dissolved. You missed.
Is that why you have to date a doll? Because you can't hit on real women?
Damn.
Wow. He seems a little flummoxed at that one. That's for sure. Top of the order, Tilia. What you doing?
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Hang on. So overcharging costs me 2 exhaustion points.
Correct.
What does rushing a spell cost?
Rushing a spell, it still costs the same amount of mana, but it does half the damage.
Right. Okay.
That's what Jasmine's been doing.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, then.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Her last one was a rushed spell as a bonus action, so I need to take less damage.
And spells cost 3 mana, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then I am gonna use my last shard. My shard of solidarity. And use it in order to gain inspiration. And beam Chrysanthemum in the face.
So, which one did you say you're using again?
Shard of Solidarity.
Magi-Knights regain 1 unity point up to their maximum?
Or an inspiration point.
Or an inspiration point. Okay. Dig it.
Okay. Heck yes. Oh, but I have to roll a freaking d6. Okay, hang on.
You do have to roll a d6. Now, inspiration, I'm going to remind you, doesn't work the same way in Magi-Knights as it normally does.
Okay.
That's mostly used for school abilities and things like that.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, that's why I was really confused.
I would not have taken this damn. I would have taken a different one. All right. Well, it rolled the nat 20 first. Are we did take that one?
Oh, Loot Bunny's saying you can use it to re-roll too. That changed. Oh, it don't matter. Well, it no matter what, it was a nat 20, but you do still need to roll that that d6.
D6. Okay. Shit. So what does that mean?
Ouch.
It means you have a penalty equal to your stress points.
So what does that mean?
What?
I mean,
how many stress points do you have?
I mean, a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Yeah, a nat 20 is a nat 20 either way, so it does succeed. But
Still 22 instead of 24 then.
Yeah, but it's a total of 22 instead of 24. But it doesn't matter. A nat 20 always hits, no matter what.
Gotcha. $36?
36 points of damage. Holy shit. So you
do your blink one.
Yeah, that beam strikes her right in her fucking face. She still resists the beam, but still, that's a hell of a lot of damage.
God damn.
Well, yeah, because it's 4d6, right? Beam?
Yeah.
And then plus my mod, which is 3. So yeah.
No. Did you
Are
rush
we
it?
supposed to, were we supposed
No, I
to be
didn't
adding
rush
our
it. This is my action. This is
Oh, all
my
right.
full action.
Damn.
Not rushed.
Yeah,
That's
she
huge.
just rolled a 6, a 5, and 2 4s. So
and then 2 5s and 2 2s. Like, yeah. That's fucking good.
Yeah, that was great. That was absolutely great.
Okay.
Okay, Tilia, that was your action, and you've used a free action for your inspiration.
Well, I
what
guess
else?
that would have been my bonus action for the inspiration because it doesn't say.
Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't say.
free action. So, all right.
So you still have your movement.
I'm gonna move towards the crystal to see if I can see if the boys are still tied to it.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay. Normal perception. And then do I have to roll a d6
Yes.
for the perception? Okay. And would that be my exhaustion or my stress that affects
Your stress. It's your stress.
Okay, so 4 is more than 2.
Yep, so you're good. And with that 15, you can see that the 4 boys are shackled and chained to the side of the crystal, kind of up there on the other side of you, but you can still see them. You can also see with that 15 a small kind of just lump of clothes and hair, and as you look down at that, you can see it is actually Lacey laying unconscious on the ground right next to the crystal.
Where?
Right there. We'll use her doll for that, but
Okay.
that's where she physically is.
Okay. Guys, I see Lacey! Like the real one! And that's it, that's all I got.
Okay. Well, enraged Chrysanthemum is next. And shit just got real for her. Because she now has the frenzied trait, bloodied frenzy. She is a lot more powerful than she was previously. First thing she's going to be doing is taking a slash at Iris. And that's a 22 to hit. So 8 points of slashing damage, and I need you to roll a con saving throw, please. If you're still up. Okay. So if that does take you out.
Well,
yeah, that takes me out.
Okay, so that is one more.
Hold on. I have refraction.
What is refraction?
Refraction is a combat form that I took when I made the character. As a reaction, when what?
It's the shielding fighting style.
Yeah. As a reaction, when a single target attack damages a Magi-Knight adjacent to you, you may reduce the damage by a number of d8s equal to 1/2 your reputation level, minimum of 1, and take the damage instead.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that d8.
Technically, I have to do it before the damage is rolled, but since this thing rolls it all at once...
Automatically, yeah. Well, you should have called it out before because it does pause before it shows the damage, but it's fine. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
7.
Alright.
Nice.
It is so you take 1 and I take 7.
All right.
Okay, so that means you're still up.
I'm still alive.
Now go ahead and roll your con saving throw.
I'm already bleeding though.
You are already bleeding, then you don't. Then it doesn't matter anyway, because it does not
Nice.
stack. That was her free action.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
That action cost her $8.
Nope, it was 100% free. Now.
Tax deductible.
Let's
It
see.
at least took a calorie or two, didn't it? No?
No, not even a calorie. It was totally free. Tilia. Crimson strings comes flying off of her left hand, going straight towards you. And that's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, is that a ranged attack? I wonder if we'd impose disadvantage on her
Technically,
because-
no. It is a melee weapon attack. It just has a range of 50 feet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So that's 8 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Tilia, and I need you to make a roll to resist physical, strength or dex saving throw.
I'll use my dex. And I still get the +1 from David?
Yes, you do.
22.
22 is more than enough. You easily dodge, you don't dodge because it does hit you, but then as it's wrapping around you, you just jump and do a flip out of it and land back on the ground, and you are not caught up in the strings. That was her action. And then, let's see. As a bonus action, she feels like she probably should go ahead and play with her puppets. So, this
What
creature can...
puppets?
The ones that are dead, the dead puppet.
She can either make an attack with the Crimson Strings again, or force any target that has restrained contrition to do some other stuff. So, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're just going to do one more Crimson String, and I'm sending it right back at you again, Tilia, because she wants you back here next to her. So that's a 15.
No!
15 misses. You were expecting it this time, and as those strings go shooting past you, towards you, you just do a roll, and you're able to dodge out of the way. Well done.
Oh my god. My heart is beating so fast right now.
So as her second free action...
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She burns a legendary action.
no!
As her second battle phase starts,
Yeah, as the second... I'm so
You're
fucking
enjoying
evil.
that too much.
I really am. I saw the panic on your faces. Okay, that's it for Chrysanthemum's turn. Iris, you're up next.
Invoking the power card. Invoking the power card, I will swing. With
Bada swing!
She's the girl and the best starfighter in the world.
So your little aura thing that you're doing, does that apply to saving throws or?
Yes, attacks and saving throws.
Okay. All right. Then for now, I'll get a +1 here. All right.
You have to use
Swing
everything.
19.
19 hits.
All right. Then I deal 14 damage. No.
You did that wrong.
I did that.
There you go.
13 damage.
13 points of damage.
I take out my card and a fist flings out of it and punches her in the face.
That's fair. And she takes that punch, and some blood goes flying off from her, and she just roars in pain. She ain't looking great.
Alright. And I take 2 bleeding damage.
Yes, you do.
I've almost bled to death. Pasa la boca, that's all I got.
Okay, David, you're up next.
Shit, I still don't. I have like nothing I can do.
Just whack her.
I mean, there are things you can do. They may not be
Melee
effective,
attack,
but
wand attack, whatever your weapon is.
My weapon is turntables.
Turn it
Okay,
all
well-
over her face.
Drop the base.
Drop the base, yeah.
No, I have a stupid idea because that's magical, right? I have a stupid
Yeah.
idea. I take like the needle, pull it off, and just like scratch it across her.
okay.
That's dumb.
That is very dumb. I love it though. I've never done this. What do I? Is it?
You're rolling an attack.
Strength plus proficiency bonus of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Okay.
a 20 roll.
Yeah, D20 proficiency
Well,
plus
then
strength.
no.
Yeah.
She is offended by how stupid this is, and just kind of, no.
Yeah, she definitely just dismisses you at
She
this
just
point.
looks at you like, really?
This is
Really?
sad. This
That's
is
what
sad.
you're doing?
Why'd
At
you
least I don't have
even
to go
bother?
pick them up.
Well, that was your action, David. You got anything else?
No, I am out of things. I have no mana. I have no more shards. Like I am.
You're tapped out.
This is the one thing I can do now is smack people with turntables.
Hey.
Just start beating people with equipment?
Yeah.
Get smacked, nerd.
I mean, once I did see somebody pick up a soundboard and beat somebody over the head with it. So, I mean, it is possible.
Those things are like even this little small thing I have right here is pretty fucking heavy. Like
Yeah, you can hurt somebody with that. Okay, well, that's David's turn. Daryl, you're not restrained. You are still
Okay,
bleeding, but
Yep.
yeah, what do you want to do?
Whack her. Let's play whack-a-mole.
I could try, sure.
Do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool.
Dude,
Hang on, I gotta
Do
look
it.
at my
Do it.
exhaustion first.
Do it.
Okay.
do it.
Can he actually take this thing out?
That succeeds. So I get this. So I got a 15.
15 just hits.
Yay. And then I've got my thingy running, so it's 3d4 plus 6. $15 damage.
Daryl,
Yeah.
tell me how you want to do this.
So I just stare at her with steely eyes and say, "The world has no place for bullies like you." As I do a slash with my sword, and then the spider's head comes off in the exact same way that the Lacey doll's head did.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
All body shots.
So then.
I didn't die. I thought I was going to.
So did I.
There's still time.
Guys, Koi is still over there, and I point at him.
All
Well,
right.
Let's
So,
hope he melts.
I got a bad point.
as you are all standing there watching Daryl lob the head off of this creature, you see an explosion of spectral energy just radiate out from this immense creature. It showers upward and out from the neck, filling the air with a scintillation of light and color. Even as the sun is setting, you can't help stop but reflect on the fact of how beautiful this scene is. almost as though the sky is filled with hundreds and hundreds of stars. A true Nighty-Knight. The creature falls...
Ignore the 19 corpses.
Ignoring the 19 corpses. As she falls down to the ground, to the rooftop, and begins sliding downward, you see Koi, her cultist, scream in pain. Smoke begins to billow upward off of his mask, and he's ripping it off of his face as quickly as he can. But as the thing falls away from his face, he drops down to the roof as well and begins rolling off of it. And lands in a bush. He lands in the bush over by the side of the house over there. Unconscious as well.
Oh.
The Wanderer comes flying upward to you all. Nighty-Knights, oh my gosh, that was so incredible. I can't believe you're able to defeat this creature. I mean, of course I knew you were all going to win. That's why I selected each one of you. I knew you all had the strength and determination to be able to defeat this threat. And I knew that the friendship that you all forged together would certainly win the day. And like the cat is whisking his tail back and forth. Obviously, he misstepped. He misspoke. Loot Bunny's even like, good cover-up, Wanderer.
Full of shit.
Bullshit.
And Iris is sitting there just like, oh, wow, he's so nice. I'm so glad he thought we could do this.
The creature is down, and as you watch, it's like slowly beginning to dissolve away, burning slightly, but not in real actual flames, ethereal flames. You also hear 4 thuds, and you all look to see the spectral chains that were holding the boys against that crystal have disappeared, and they've all fallen down to the ground.
Y'all alive?
You yell as you look over there, but they are straight up unconscious. They don't seem to be moving at all.
I jump down to go check to make sure Lacey and them are all like breathing and...
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
I go look around Lacey's house.
You're gonna look around Lacey's house.
I loot the bodies.
10.
You bend down and feel the pulse of the 4 boys, and they do have one. And as you're doing that, you turn to Lacey, and Lacey is beginning to open her eyes flutter open, and like she's looking around, and this look of horror comes up over her face as she looks up at you, Tilia. And she kind of backs up a little bit, and she said, "What? Where am I? What happened?"
It's okay. It's okay. So we're in your backyard. Your chrysanthemum, sort of wanted to, bring forth some sort of evil godlike creature and destroy the world. But, we stopped that from happening.
Rissy
okay?
Rissy did that? Rissy did that? Oh my gosh! And like, tears are starting to stream down her cheeks. And like, for a moment, she's like, kind of going into a full-on panic attack.
Would a hug help? Do you want a hug? I don't want to crowd you if you know you're feeling.
The moment you say, "Do you want a hug?" she just latches onto you like a 6-year-old almost, right around your waist, and just buries her head in your lap and begins crying these deep, deep sobs.
Oh,
Now, while that's happening, the Wanderer looks to the rest of you and he says, "That crystal over there is a spectral tether. While Rla'ahya is obviously defeated, the tether is still there, and it could be a gateway to other creatures, other things. But all of you together have the power to destroy it. But you need to do it now before it's too late."
Does it have to be simultaneous? Because I can just beam it right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jasmine, like, in my head, the way that Jasmine has been beaming stuff is like a spectral shotgun appears in her hand.
Yeah, I'll allow it, because working together, it's not difficult. Now that Chrysanthemum is defeated, you guys can very easily destroy the spectral tether.
Nice.
Can I do that without bleeding to death?
Probably, yes.
Alright.
Well, now that you are all out of combat, the Wanderer can come over and patch up your wounds a little bit to make you functioning, and all of you together can work together with your magic to destroy this crystal. However, when you do, after doing so, the fucked up thing is you realize that it was actually like it grew out of her basement and destroyed part of her house, and now the side of her house where that is has a gigantic hole in it going from the basement all the way out.
Yeah, not sure what you're gonna tell the insurance company, but that's your problem.
Yeah, your mom's premium is fucked, actually. Well, let's go get these boys back to the hospital. And you to the hospital. You're probably gonna have a mental breakdown soon.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just everybody to the hospital. David rolls off the roof.
If we were like had time, Death would have crushed the mana stone she has and given David mana back to return the favor before we destroyed the crystal.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Party at the hospital.
I'm just gonna pick up Lacey piggyback style. Like, I got Lacey if y'all can carry the boys.
Jasmine drags one of the boys by their feet. She's like, I'm not paying them up.
Daryl just looks over at Jasmine and says, "I don't care if it takes us hours to get there, you're not driving."
That's a fact.
I mean, I have to get a new car. Of course I'm not driving.
Doesn't matter. We're not gonna get in it.
Okay.
Well,
you don't know. You guys don't know about the second pile up I was in.
Don't they, though?
And now you know what? I'm not here for this. Whatever.
Well, so moving.
No one died.
For the sake of brevity, you all eventually make it to the hospital to get checked out. And
to get checked in. We're not leaving for a while.
Yeah, get checked in. You definitely aren't. All of you are severely wounded, but as you are Magi-Knights, your healing factor is a lot better than most people. Now, Lacey, once she is recovered enough to, actually talk and think clearly, she immediately comes and seeks you out and apologizes profusely to you all. She swears that she was only lonely and never meant to harm anybody. She never thought that wishing upon a star could have such terrible results. And she kind of, after a while, she does tell you a little bit about what happened. During the summer, she was feeling extremely lonely. Her father had died a few years beforehand, and ever since then, she's never really made a lot of friends, and has always just felt like an outcast. But one night, she saw a star shooting across the sky, and she made a wish upon it. A wish that she could find someone who truly loved her and would care for her and take care of her. That star that landed, that went across the horizon, actually landed in the forest. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together with that.
Probably.
At first, it was just her stuffed rabbit, Chrysanthemum, her best friend, her only real friend. It was a gift from her father when she was a baby, and she's had it with her whole life. But after that wish, her stuffed rabbit began to talk to her and whisper things to her, telling her to go out and to meet people and to find your prince. And she found that boys after that were very, very interested in her. And she got a lot of attention, which at first she really enjoyed. But after several dates where they ended with a kiss and just her leaving her feeling like something was lacking, she started questioning this. But Chrysanthemum just kept telling her, you gotta kiss a lot of frogs until you find one that's going to become a prince. So she continued to do what her secret friend was telling her. Eventually it became too much, and she began to get suspicious, especially when Chrysanthemum started having her go down to the local the toy store, the new toy store that just had opened up that summer, to pick up packages. She didn't know exactly why she was doing this, but Chrysanthemum wanted them, so she didn't really think anything of it until the last night when she kind of went and looked and saw that they were of her friends, or not her friends, but of the boys she had been dating. And she realized something was up, but by then she felt so alone and so outcast and ostracized and had no friends to really talk to that Chrysanthemum just continued to poison her mind. Last night, Mark Polster showed up at her house just suddenly, unannounced, and at that point, a compulsion kind of kicked in, forcing her to kiss Mark as well, and he became the fourth of the dolls. Then, of course, you all showed up and defeated them, and she realized what exactly Chrysanthemum was doing. Now, she also tells you that Chrysanthemum had a lot of information. She didn't know exactly how, but about day 4, she identified all of you all as someone who's trying to hurt her and stop her, and that this made Lacey a lot more terrified and confused and untrusting. She tells you that one of you actually put on a ring of hers, of Chrysanthemum's, that one of her followers held on to, and she was able to read that individual's mind and learn pretty much everything about you all.
Oh. Who was that?
Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
Maybe.
Was that you, David?
I don't think so.
Clearly.
Well, who's wearing a ring?
It was Daryl.
Ah, fuck.
It was straight up Daryl.
I know, but Daryl's not saying shit, so they don't.
Fair enough. Regardless, Rissy mockingly revealed this to Lacey just before transferring her energy into the spectral princess doll. Lacey does remember this happening to her, and she kind of is very freaked out and fearful of it. But she eventually gets taken back to her own room, and you're all left alone again. And when that happens, the Wanderer appears to you all. He tells you, that Lacey, she certainly put you all through a lot. But she's not a bad kid overall, I don't think. I don't know. You humans are kind of weird. But if you want her to forget about all this and not remember what happened, I can make that happen. I can erase her memories, just like I erase the memories of the cultist we found.
I don't think she should forget.
That sounds kind of messed up.
We are who we are, and who we are is made by our actions. You can't grow if you don't remember your mistakes.
More importantly, she shouldn't be wishing on any more stars.
Yeah.
Or listening to any dolls.
If she forgets everything, she'll just do it again. I don't want to do it again.
I think
You
it's
would
pretty
think,
unlikely.
You would think that a doll talking back would be, the first red flag.
It never is. And if this happens again, I'm hitting her with a chair.
So, are you choosing? You're choosing to let Lacey keep her memories?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, allowing Lacey to keep her memories, all of you are going to gain 5 social points with her.
Huh.
She is now a good friend to each of you and a confidant to the squad.
Nice.
By the time you are all released from the hospital and healed up, she does promise to keep all your identities a secret and to safeguard them and just always be there for you because you all helped her out, and she very much trusts each one of you.
Well, that's nice.
As the weeks go by, everyone else who was in this situation recovers. The cultist who you all defeated and knocked unconscious, the magic that was possessing them had been driven away, and the Wanderer did tell you that he goes around and erases all their memories, so they seem to go on and live their normal, boring adult lives. The boys who had kissed Lacey, they have kind of memories, but kind of not. The boys remember going on dates with Lacey, but as the weeks go by, they're frequently heard remarking on her very plain and simple appearance, and they never seem to understand quite what drove them to their erratic and obsessed behavior. Strangely enough, though, the boys all feel an odd connection with one another, and typically when they're in class or at school, they're typically hanging out together in groups, though, Levi's at a different school, but even after school, they're typically always together. It's quite a peculiar menagerie of friends. They keep in touch and are frequently seen together in the city. Their thoughts on Lacey are a bit divisive. Anthony is polite and respectful to Lacey, wishing her a good life. He prefers not to interact with her more than a courteous capacity. Anytime he's questioned about anything, he never really seems to fully understand what had happened between them. Carson just prefers to forget everything altogether. He chalks it all up to a strange night of events and immediately puts it all behind him. Levi is just the ever-considerate, simple-minded gym rat. He genuinely enjoys Lacey's thoughtful demeanor and all the praise she tends to heap on him. He actually continues to be a protective friend and confidant to Lacey, but when you see them together, you can tell he has no real romantic interest in her at all. Daryl, the moment Chrysanthemum was destroyed, that infatuation you felt for Lacey dissipates as well. You can remember her being kind of an interesting subject, and at the time you thought she was kind of cute, but seeing her these days, probably just more of a friend material than anything else. Mark questions pretty much everything that happened, and he can't seem to comprehend how Lacey looked the same this year, like she always had. He knows that he fell in love with her, but he doesn't really understand why. His near-death experience, however, changes him, and it might be for the better. You never know. His interactions with Lacey tend to remain passive and distant, though. He's at least not acting obsessive, and he seems to be trying to make it up with his former girlfriend. As you all gather up once again, a few days after getting out of the hospital, in the same park that you first met the Wanderer. The Wanderer had called each of you, and making that call and coming to speak with him, he tells you, well, the good news is I can find no trace of any of the influence that Rla'ahya spread throughout the city. I've been keeping an eye on his former followers and all of that, and they seem to be rather mundane, forgetful people, and I don't think they're going to be a threat anymore. And that's good. It's good that all of you were able to defeat her and save the city, but I do have to warn you, Rla'ahya is kind of a little more than just a pilot fish. Do you know what pilot fish are?
Minnows?
No.
Pilot fish are... No.
Are they the ones with the... Oh, shit.
No.
No, that's an angler.
That's an angler fish.
Okay.
Wait, are the ones with the suckers that go on whales and shit?
No.
Those
No.
are...
Not at all. A pilot fish is a fish that tends to swim alongside much bigger things, like sharks. They feed off of the leavings and what's around the shark and tend to follow them as a minor irritation. And that's what I think Rla'ahya is. She was powerful, but I think she was just a taste of what's to come. There's bigger things out there, and this world, especially after defeating her, is becoming a target. So I don't think your days as Magi-Knights have ended. I'm pretty sure they're just beginning.
There's always a bigger fish.
There is indeed. But that, my friends, is another tale to be told at a later time. So, well done, Magi-Knights, my Nighty-Knights. For defeating Rla'ahya, you've all leveled up to 3. But this is the end of the say, the end of the mini-series, so hey.
I'm gonna do it anyway. What does everybody
Do it anyway. Absolutely do it anyway. Have fun with that.
Oh, we get a tactical formation. The entire squad has to agree on tactical formation.
There is actually one more thing that everyone gets after completing this episode.
Oh no.
Each one of you gain 5 social points with each other for your combined effort to defeat Rla'ahya and save the city of Loropa.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well done, everybody.
Congratulations. Pat myself on the back.
We did the thing!
You did the
Jasmine.
thing.
What is that? What about?
Jasmine and my thing leveled up. Because we now have more than 10 points with each other.
Yeah,
Oh.
nice.
I forgot we're so.
Literally, it just never came up that we worked
We
together.
worked together.
That's true.
I think it did come up because we argue like people who've known each other for long enough to get on each other's nerves.
Oh, definitely.
Wait, didn't I have a brother?
You did.
Did you? Who knows?
I'm pretty sure we said he moved back to Japan. However that works.
Something like that. But, okay, Nighty-Knights. This is it. The end of the miniseries. But we're going to be back for one more episode where we're going to be doing a campaign wrap-up, talking about the module, the Magi-Knight system as a whole. It's going to be awesome, and we'll even have some special guests dropping in. But I think that's where we're going to end things for this evening, and end things for this miniseries. So, thank you all for playing. Episode 12 was a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm really proud of you that you all defeated Chrysanthemum and did not actually die.
That is impressive. I was sure if it went on for like 1 or 2 turns more, I would have just like dropped dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I would have dropped
I
you.
was holding heroic sacrifice in my back pocket.
I feel like you
Same,
all were.
same.
Yeah. Loot Bunny's saying congrats on finishing it. It was super fun to watch. Thank you, Loot Bunny, for watching. We very much appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yeah, we do.
Very much so. So,
We did your system justice.
we're going to be talking about that more in Discord chat. But for now, let's go around the virtual table one last time and have everyone tell us who they are and where we can find you on the internet. So, let's go ahead and start with Alyssa.
Oh boy. Well, you can find me here on Random Rhapsody almost every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I play with the Fab 5 campaign, a rather chaotic dragonborn druid, who may or may not be in love with a monk.
Probably not.
Other than
A were-tiger monk.
A were-tiger, that's right.
Oh, then definitely
not. And other than that, I also crochet some little nerdy dolls and toys. And so if you would be interested in checking that out, I'm on Instagram at Alyssa Crochets. And yeah, that's about it.
Love it. Okay. Dasonie, how about you?
Hi. I've been Dasonie. I mean, I probably will be tomorrow too. The last time I played Jasmine, the Matron of Chaos. Truly, you can find me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Power Rangers Project Squadron YouTube channel on Power Rangers Savage Stampede. I play the Black Ranger, Natasha Blackwood. She's rich, she's chaotic, and we're setting up a party.
Love it. Okay. Steven, how about you?
So I'm here Mondays, 3 to 6 Central Time, with the Debauchery Circus. We have just reached the point where we're about to infiltrate or attempt to infiltrate the church of this world. And on a personal note, my character just recently got smooches from our resident paladin fighter.
Love it. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Also, one of my favorite NPCs is going to be making a cameo soon in the Debauchery Circus, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Tomas Rothen will be there soon.
Oh, okay. God. Tomas is going to have a field day.
Right. We'll see how that goes. Jeff, you're next.
I'm Jeff, Hyperklathos on most anything. I'm not really anywhere, and with the end of this, I will be doing nothing online where people can really see me, so...
Fair enough. Okay, Justin.
Hi, my name is Justin. You can find me all over the internet at Tensei Dragon, TenSeiDragon. I've decided to make a Mastodon at Dice Camp, as well as a co-host and Tumblr that I haven't done anything with yet, just in case Twitter implodes. Who knows? You can primarily find me on Bard Rock Cafe. I play Nadir Hussein Amber on the main podcast, and I run tech for all the streams, which are going to start picking up here within a couple weeks. We're going to start doing that a lot more heavily. If you missed the Extra Life thing that we did with a fair number of people here, they have started going up on the YouTube channel at Bard Rock Cafe. Awesome. Part 2 went up today, Part 3 will be up tomorrow, and the finale will be up on Friday.
Sweet. I didn't realize they were up yet. I'm going to go watch those. Very cool. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Okay, well, I am Matthew R. Dawson, or at Scruffy Wanderer on the tweets and the instas. Who knows how long I'm still on Twitter, but we'll see. I'm also your friendly neighborhood host and GM here on the Random Rhapsody Network, which is where you can find me every Monday and Wednesday here on Twitch. So on behalf of the Nighty-Knights, the victorious Nighty-Knights, and everyone here in the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched. Have a great evening, and we'll see you the next time we do one of these things. So, one last time, nighty-night, everybody.
Nighty-night.
Night.
Night.
Don't let the demons bite.
Unless you want them to.